The most unloved Viacon of them all, Universe Blastcharge, today on Guerrilla Reviews. A repaint of the Beast Machine's Blastcharge. This more Skywarp-like color scheme is significantly less obnoxious and does away with the rather hidden faction symbol on the inside the, well, grill teeth there for a very obvious Decepticon symbol right there. Although it doesn't really change any of the design of it, which is admittedly a good portion of where a lot of people have problems with. Gimmicks, oh yes, there are many. For starters, the turret can turn around like so, and does feature a single missile firing gimmick right here in the center. This looks even more bizarre in robot mode, trust me. But you can load up and blast away. Anyway, also, if you press this part right here, the front part of the vehicle mode extends very sort of looking around gimmick, which is about as useless as you can imagine. But if that excites you, come out of jail. Now, many people have noted that, yes, this is the robot head right here. Now, many people would wonder why you'd want a robot head right there, just kind of staring at the back end all day. I've come up with my own theory that that's for him to look at the roadkill he hits on whenever he runs something down. A little twisted, but the best explanation I could come up with. Another I'd note are the wheels themselves. Now, had they stuck with like any one of these designs, it'd be one thing, but 3 designs for 3 different wheels is a little strange. Now granted, there is a very bizarre reason for that, as you can't have this, well, they could have probably pulled off this design for these 2 wheels, and well, these end up being the feet in robot mode, but such lack of coherency, even on the treads themselves, is very, very strange. Oh, and these are on springs. Yeah. Oh, and in case you can't notice, visible arm syndrome. Yippee. Now, if you think that's strange now, wait till we get into robot mode. Okay, to start off with, lift the head, turn it around. Now extend the front end, pull out these wheels to the front grille. Pull down these 2 wheels here. And pull these out this way. Fold this part in, like so. Now here's where things get very strange, because you fold out these parts for the hands, then twist. Oh wait a minute, first you fold this part up, then you twist around this front end and attach the back, giving him a rather exceptionally large backpack. But wait, it gets stranger. You fold in these parts right here, fold down, and then you fold out over here for his legs. Repeat on the other side. No, I'm serious. This is what he looks like. Well, at least this is what you end up with him looking like, because this way he can stand properly, like a biped. Okay. And that, for better or worse, is Blastcharge in his robot mode. As goofy as it is. Now, a few interesting notes about the design of the robot mode. Yeah, that's on his throat. He must sound like he gargles razor blades every day. Also, the legs are, well, now this whole spring gimmick on the other side makes even less sense. I had some people say that the legs are actually supposed to go this way, but then he just ends up tipping over backwards. So I actually want to go with like this, as weird as that looks. It wouldn't be an issue if his legs were closer to here, but they're not. They're closer to his waist. And these silly little arms, which can hold his missiles, if that makes any sort of sense to you. Just silly, isn't it? Another note, as odd as this looks, as bad as it may seem, the Beast Machine's original version looked a lot worse, because you basically had beige plastic on puke and green colored highlights and metallic orangish gold on this part right here. Actually, I think TJ Omega did a Plastic Addict if you really want to see what that nightmare looks like. Oh, but we're not done with transformation just yet. You see, he's got something of a third mode. Are you ready for it? Bet you're not. Anyway, we start by folding back in the feet, folding this part back out, and then after raising this part, there we go, and repeat on the other side. Yeah, maybe it looks a little bit better this way. No, not really. That's the high mobility mode for him. I can hear you laughing already. That's perfectly fine. Articulation, well, yes. So, you know, the head does rotate and tilt up and down a little bit, so you can at least get it sort of cursing the sky for, rather cursing Primus for giving him this wretched form. His arms are on ball joints, along with hinge joints for the arms. The waist joint is locked because of the backpack. And the legs, well, if you can manage to get something resembling him looking like walking, more power to you. Now, one thing I will say about this figure, as odd as it is, as stupid as it is, I actually like this figure. I can't really explain it, but for some reason, it's just kind of funny to me for reasons I can't explain. So, despite how it might sound, I am actually recommending this figure. If only you can experience the bizarre engineering or exceptional goofiness of the whole thing. Well, that wraps up the Guerrilla review. I am the Deceptiwolf. This has been Universe Blastcharge, and I'm going to remind you all, free your mind, free your toys.